The Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel. To know wisdom and instruction, to understand deep thoughts, to learn how to live wisely, doing what is right, just, and fair, to give insight to those who are naive and knowledge to the young. Let the wise listen and learn even more, and let those with understanding find guidance. Respecting the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools hate wisdom and discipline. Listen, my son, to your father's instruction, and do not ignore your mother's teaching, for they are a beautiful crown for your head and a chain of honor for your neck. My son, if sinners tempt you, do not give in. If they say,
"Come with us, let's hide and wait to kill someone. Let's attack the innocent just for fun. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit. We will find all kinds of valuable things, and we will fill our houses with stolen goods. Join our gang, and we will share all the money."
My son, do not walk with them. Don't even take a step on their path, for they run to do evil, and they are in a hurry to spill blood. It is useless to set a trap while the bird is watching, but these men trap themselves. They ambush their own lives. This is the fate of everyone greedy for money. It robs the life of those who get it. Wisdom shouts in the street. She raises her voice in the public squares. At the busy intersections, she cries out. At the entrance of the city gates, she speaks.
How long, you simple people, will you love being ignorant? How long will mockers enjoy their mocking and fools hate knowledge? If you listen to my correction, look, I will pour out my spirit to you. I will make my words clear to you. But because I called and you refused to listen, I reached out my hand and no one paid attention. Because you ignored my advice and rejected my correction, I also will laugh at your disaster. I will make fun when terror strikes you. When terror hits you like a storm, and your disaster comes like a whirlwind. When trouble and distress crush you. Then they will call me, but I will not answer. They will look for me desperately, but will not find me. Because they hated knowledge and did not choose to respect the Lord, therefore they will eat the fruit of their own choices and choke on their own schemes. For the simple are killed by their own wandering, and the carelessness of fools destroys them. But whoever listens to me will live safe, and will be at peace, without fear of disaster.
Proverbs chapter 2. The benefits of wisdom. My son, if you accept my words and store up my commands within you, turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understanding. Yes, if you call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding, if you look for it as for silver and search for it as for hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding. He holds success in store for the upright. He is a shield to those whose walk is blameless. He guards the course of the just and protects the way of his faithful ones. Then you will understand what is right and just and fair, every good path. for wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. Discretion will protect you, and understanding will guard you. Wisdom will save you from the ways of wicked men, from men whose words are twisted, who leave the straight paths to walk in dark ways, who delight in doing wrong and rejoice in the perverseness of evil, whose paths are crooked and who are devious in their ways. It will save you also from the immoral woman, from the seductive woman with her flattering words, who leaves the partner of her youth and ignores the covenant she made before God. For her house leads down to death, and her paths lead to the spirits of the dead. None who go to her return or attain the paths of life. So you will walk in the way of the good and keep to the paths of the righteous. For the upright will live in the land, and the blameless will remain in it. But the wicked will be cut off from the land, and the unfaithful will be torn from it. Proverbs chapter 3. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. My son, do not forget my teaching, but keep my commands in your heart, for they will prolong your life many years and bring you peace and prosperity. Let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Then you will win favor and a good name in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and shun evil. This will bring health to your body and nourishment to your bones. Honor the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruits of all your crops. Then your barns will be filled to overflowing, and your vats will brim over with new wine. My son, do not despise the Lord's discipline, and do not resent his rebuke, because the Lord disciplines those he loves. As a father, the son he delights in. The blessings of wisdom. Blessed is the one who finds wisdom, and the one who gains understanding, for she is more profitable than silver, and yields better returns than gold. She is more precious than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with her. Long life is in her right hand. In her left hand are riches and honor. Her ways are pleasant ways, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to those who take hold of her. Those who hold her fast will be blessed. By wisdom the Lord laid the earth's foundations. By understanding he set the heavens in place. By his knowledge the deeps were divided, and the clouds let drop the dew. My son, do not let wisdom and understanding out of your sight. Preserve sound judgment and discretion. They will be life for you, an ornament to grace your neck. Then you will go on your way in safety, and your foot will not stumble. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. When you lie down, your sleep will be sweet. Have no fear of sudden disaster, or of the ruin that overtakes the wicked. For the Lord will be at your side, and will keep your foot from being snared. Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due, when it is in your power to act. Do not say to your neighbor, "Come back later, I'll give it tomorrow," when you have it with you now. Do not plot harm against your neighbor who lives trustfully near you. Do not accuse a man for no reason when he has done you no harm. Do not envy the violent, or choose any of their ways. For the Lord detests the perverse, but takes the upright into his confidence. The Lord's curse is on the house of the wicked, but he blesses the home of the righteous. He mocks proud mockers, but shows favor to the humble and oppressed. The wise inherit honor, but fools get only shame. Proverbs chapter 4. A father's instruction. Listen, my sons, to a father's instruction. Pay attention and gain understanding. I give you sound learning, so do not forsake my teaching. For I too was a son to my father, still tender and cherished by my mother. Then he taught me, and he said to me,
Take hold of my words with all your heart. Keep my commands, and you will live. Get wisdom, get understanding. Do not forget my words or turn away from them. Do not forsake wisdom, and she will protect you. Love her, and she will watch over you. Wisdom is the supreme thing. Therefore, get wisdom. Though it cost all you have, get understanding. Cherish her, and she will exalt you. Embrace her, and she will honor you. She will give you a garland to grace your head and present you with a glorious crown.
Listen, my son, accept what I say, and the years of your life will be many. I instruct you in the way of wisdom and lead you along straight paths. When you walk, your steps will not be hampered. When you run, you will not stumble. Hold on to instruction. Do not let it go. Guard it well, for it is your life. Do not set foot on the path of the wicked, or walk in the way of evildoers. Avoid it. Do not travel on it. Turn from it and go on your way. For they cannot rest until they do evil. They are robbed of sleep till they make someone stumble. They eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. But the path of the righteous is like the morning sun, shining ever brighter till the full light of day. The way of the wicked is like deep darkness. They do not know what makes them stumble. My son, pay attention to what I say. Turn your ear to my words. Do not let them out of your sight. Keep them within your heart. For they are life to those who find them, and health to one's whole body. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Keep your mouth free of perversity. Keep corrupt talk far from your lips. Let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Give careful thought to the paths for your feet, and be steadfast in all your ways. Do not turn to the right or the left. Keep your foot from evil. Proverbs chapter 5. My son, pay attention to my wisdom. Listen closely to my understanding. Then you will know how to behave properly, and your words will demonstrate true knowledge. For the lips of a seductress may taste as sweet as honey, and her words may be smoother than olive oil. But in the end, she leaves you with nothing except bitterness and pain, sharp as a double-edged sword. She takes you down to the world of the dead. Her path leads straight to the grave. She ignores the road to life. She wanders, and she does not realize it. So now, my sons, listen to me. Never forget the words I am saying. Stay away from such a woman. Do not even go near the door of her house. If you do, you will give your honor to others and your best years to someone cruel. Strangers will take all of your wealth, and your hard work will end up in another man's house. At the end of your life, you will groan, while your flesh and body are eaten away. And you will say,
"Oh, how I hated discipline. How my heart refused to be corrected. I did not listen to the voice of my teachers. I ignored those who taught me. I am now in total ruin, and the whole community sees my shame."
You must be faithful to your own wife. Give your love only to her. Why should your springs flow into the streets? Why share your streams with the public squares? Let them be yours alone. Do not share them with strangers. So be happy with your own wife. Find joy with the girl you married in your youth. She is beautiful and graceful like a deer. Let her love always satisfy you. Let her love intoxicate you at all times. My son, why give your love to a stranger? Why embrace the bosom of an immoral woman? For a man's ways are in full view of the Lord. He watches every path you take. The wicked are trapped by their own evil deeds. Their sins hold them like ropes. He will die for lack of discipline. His great foolishness will destroy him.
Proverbs chapter 6. Warnings against foolish debt. My son, if you have promised to pay a neighbor's debt, if you have shaken hands in a pledge for a stranger, you are trapped by your own words. You are caught by the promises of your mouth. So do this, my son, to free yourself. Since you have fallen into your neighbor's hands, go and humble yourself. Press your plea with your neighbor. Do not let your eyes sleep. Do not let your eyelids close. Free yourself like a gazelle from the hand of the hunter, like a bird from the snare of the fowler. The lazy person and the ant. Go to the ant, you lazy person. Consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. How long will you lie there, you lazy person? When will you get up from your sleep? You say to yourself, just a little sleep, a little slumber, just a little folding of the hands to rest. Let me sleep. Then poverty will come on you like a thief, and scarcity like an armed man. The troublemaker, a useless and wicked person, walks around with corrupt speech. He winks with his eye, signals with his feet, and motions with his fingers. He plots evil with deceit in his heart. He always stirs up conflict. Therefore, disaster will overtake him in an instant. He will suddenly be destroyed without remedy. The 7 things God hates. There are 6 things the Lord hates, 7 that are detestable to him: proud eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that plots wicked schemes, feet that are quick to rush into evil, a false witness who pours out lies, and a person who stirs up conflict in the community. Warning against adultery. My son, keep your father's command, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. Bind them on your heart forever. Tie them around your neck. When you walk, they will guide you. When you sleep,
they will watch over you. When you awake, they will speak to you. For these commands are a lamp. This teaching is a light, and the corrections of discipline are the way to life. They keep you from the immoral woman, from the smooth tongue of the wayward wife. Do not lust in your heart after her beauty, or let her captivate you with her eyes. For a prostitute can be had for a loaf of bread, but another man's wife hunts your very life. Can a man scoop fire into his lap without his clothes being burned? Can a man walk on hot coals without his feet being scorched? So is he who sleeps with another man's wife. No one who touches her will go unpunished. People do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy his hunger when he is starving. Yet if he is caught, he must pay sevenfold, though it costs him all the wealth of his house. But a man who commits adultery has no sense. Whoever does so destroys himself. Blows and disgrace are his lot, and his shame will never be wiped away. For jealousy arouses a husband's fury, and he will show no mercy when he takes revenge. He will not accept any compensation. He will refuse the bribe, no matter how great it is.
Proverbs chapter 7. Warning against the immoral woman.
My son, keep my words, and store up my commands inside you. Keep my commands, and you will live. Guard my teaching as the apple of your eye. Bind them on your fingers. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Say to wisdom, you are my sister, and to insight, you are my relative. They will keep you from the immoral woman, from the seductress with her smooth words. The naive young man. At the window of my house, I looked out through the lattice. I saw among the simple, I noticed among the young men, a boy who had no sense. He was going down the street near her corner, walking along in the direction of her house. It was twilight, as the day was fading, as the dark of night set in. Then a woman came out to meet him, dressed like a prostitute and with cunning intent. She is loud and defiant. Her feet never stay at home. Now in the street, now in the squares, at every corner she lurks. She took hold of him and kissed him. With a shameless face, she said,
I have fellowship offerings at home. Today I fulfilled my vows. So I came out to meet you. I looked for you, and I have found you. I have covered my bed with colored linens from Egypt. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let's drink deep of love till morning. Let's enjoy ourselves with love. My husband is not at home. He has gone on a long journey. He took a bag of money with him and will not return until the moon is full.
With her persuasive words, she led him astray. She seduced him with her smooth talk. All at once, he followed her, like an ox going to the slaughter, like a deer stepping into a noose, till an arrow pierces his liver. Like a bird rushing into a snare, little knowing it will cost him his life. Now then, my sons, listen to me. Pay attention to what I say. Do not let your heart turn to her ways, or stray into her paths. Many are the victims she has brought down. Her slain are a mighty throng. Her house is a highway to the grave, leading down to the chambers of death.
Proverbs chapter 8.
The call of wisdom. Listen, wisdom is calling out. Understanding is raising her voice. On the hilltops along the road, at the crossroads, she takes her stand. Beside the city gates, at the entrances, she cries aloud.
To you, O people, I call out. I raise my voice to all mankind. You who are simple, gain prudence. You who are foolish, gain understanding. Listen, for I have worthy things to say. I open my lips to speak what is right. My mouth speaks what is true, for my lips detest wickedness. All the words of my mouth are just. None of them is crooked or perverse. To the discerning, all of them are right. They are faultless to those who have knowledge. Choose my instruction instead of silver, knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is more precious than jewels, and nothing you desire can compare with her. I, wisdom, live together with good judgment. I possess knowledge and discretion. To honor the Lord is to hate evil. I hate pride and arrogance, evil behavior and perverse speech. Counsel and sound judgment are mine. I have insight. I have power. By me kings reign, and rulers issue decrees that are just. I love those who love me, and those who seek me find me. With me are riches and honor, enduring wealth and prosperity. The Lord formed me at the beginning of his work, before his deeds of old. I was formed long ages ago, at the very beginning, when the world came to be. When there were no watery depths, I was given birth. When there were no springs overflowing with water. Before the mountains were settled in place, before the hills, I was given birth. I was there when he set the heavens in place, when he marked out the horizon on the face of the deep, when he established the clouds above and fixed securely the fountains of the deep. Then I was constantly at his side. I was like a master worker. I was filled with delight day after day, rejoicing always in his presence, rejoicing in his whole world, and delighting in mankind. Now then, my children, listen to me. Happy are those who keep my ways. Listen to my instruction and be wise. Do not disregard it. Happy are those who listen to me, watching daily at my doors, waiting at my doorway. For those who find me, find life, and receive favor from the Lord. But those who fail to find me, harm themselves. All who hate me, love death.
Proverbs chapter 9. The invitation of wisdom. Wisdom has built her house. She has carved out her 7 pillars. She has prepared her meat and mixed her wine. She has also set her table. She has sent out her servants, and she calls from the highest point of the city.
Let all who are simple come to my house. To those who have no sense, I say, come, eat my food, and drink the wine I have mixed. Leave your simple ways, and you will live. Walk in the way of understanding.
Whoever corrects a mocker invites insults. Whoever rebukes the wicked gets hurt. Do not rebuke mockers, or they will hate you. Rebuke the wise, and they will love you. Instruct the wise, and they will be wiser still. Teach the righteous, and they will add to their learning. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. For through wisdom your days will be many, and years will be added to your life. If you are wise, your wisdom will reward you. If you are a mocker, you alone will suffer. The invitation of the foolish woman. The foolish woman is loud. She is simple and knows nothing. She sits at the door of her house, on a seat at the highest point of the city, calling out to those who pass by,
"Come on in, foolish people." To those who have no sense, I say, stolen water is sweet, and food eaten in secret tastes good.
but they do not know that the dead are there, that her guests are deep in the realm of the grave. Proverbs chapter 10. The Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son makes his father happy, but a foolish son brings sadness to his mother. Wealth gained by wickedness is worth nothing, but doing what is right saves you from death. The Lord does not let good people go hungry, but he denies what the wicked desire. Lazy hands make you poor, but hard work makes you rich. A son who gathers crops in summer is smart, but a son who sleeps during harvest brings shame. Blessings crown the head of the good man, but violence covers the mouth of the wicked. The memory of the righteous will be a blessing, but the name of the wicked will be forgotten. The wise in heart accept commands, but a chattering fool will fall. Whoever walks in honesty walks safely, but whoever takes bad paths will be found out. He who winks with his eye causes trouble, and a foolish talker will be ruined. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked hides violence. Hatred stirs up fights, but love covers all wrongs. Wisdom is found on the lips of those who understand, but a stick is for the back of the one who has no sense. Wise people store up knowledge, but the mouth of a fool invites destruction. The wealth of the rich is their strong city, but poverty is the ruin of the poor. The work of the righteous leads to life, but the money of the wicked leads to sin. Whoever accepts correction shows the way to life, but whoever ignores warnings goes down the wrong path. Whoever hides hatred has lying lips, and whoever spreads gossip is a fool. Talking too much leads to sin, but wise people know when to keep quiet. The tongue of the righteous is like pure silver, but the heart of the wicked is worthless. The lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for lack of wisdom. The blessing of the Lord brings wealth, and it brings no trouble with it. A fool finds fun in doing wrong, but a man of understanding loves wisdom. What the wicked fear will come upon them. What the righteous want will be granted. When the storm has swept by, the wicked are gone, but the righteous stand firm forever. Like vinegar on the teeth and smoke in the eyes, so is a lazy worker to his master. Respect for the Lord makes life longer, but the years of the wicked will be cut short. The hope of the righteous is joy, but the dreams of the wicked will fail. The way of the Lord is a safe place for the innocent, but it destroys those who do evil. The righteous will never be removed, but the wicked will not stay in the land. The mouth of the righteous speaks wisdom, but a lying tongue will be cut out. The lips of the righteous know what is right, but the mouth of the wicked only knows evil.
Proverbs chapter 11. The Lord hates cheating scales, but he is happy with honest weights. When pride comes, then comes shame, but wisdom comes with humility. The honesty of good people guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their lies. Wealth is worthless in the day of wrath, but doing right saves you from death. The path of the honest man is straight, but the wicked man is brought down by his own wickedness. The righteousness of the upright saves them, but the unfaithful are trapped by evil desires. When a wicked man dies, his hope perishes. All he expected from his power comes to nothing. The righteous man is rescued from trouble, and it falls on the wicked instead. With his mouth, the godless destroys his neighbor, but through knowledge, the righteous escape. When the righteous prosper, the city rejoices. When the wicked perish, there are shouts of joy. Through the blessing of the upright, a city is exalted, but by the mouth of the wicked it is destroyed. A man who lacks judgment laughs at his neighbor, but a man of understanding holds his tongue. A gossip betrays a confidence, but a trustworthy person keeps a secret. Without guidance, the people fall, but victory is won through many advisers. Whoever promises to pay a stranger's debt will suffer, but he who avoids such deals is safe. A kind-hearted woman gains honor, but ruthless men gain only wealth. A kind man benefits himself, but a cruel man brings trouble on himself. The wicked man earns false wages, but he who plants righteousness harvests a true reward. The truly righteous man finds life, but he who pursues evil goes to his death. The Lord hates those with a twisted heart, but he delights in those whose ways are blameless. Be sure of this, the wicked will not go unpunished, but those who do right will go free. Like a gold ring in a pig's snout is a beautiful woman who has no sense. The desire of the righteous ends only in good, but the hope of the wicked ends in wrath. One person gives generously and grows richer. Another hoards selfishly, yet ends up poor. The one who blesses others is abundantly blessed. Those who help others are helped. People curse the man who hoards grain, but blessing crowns him who is willing to sell. He who seeks good finds goodwill, but evil comes to him who searches for it. He who trusts in his riches will fall, but the righteous will flourish like a green branch. He who brings trouble on his family will inherit only wind, and the fool will be servant to the wise. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and the one who wins souls is wise. If the righteous receive their due on earth, how much more the ungodly and the sinner? Proverbs chapter 12. Whoever loves to learn loves discipline, but it is stupid to hate being corrected. A good person gets favor from the Lord, but God condemns a man who plans evil. No one can be established through wickedness, but the righteous stand firm forever. A wife of noble character is her husband's crown, but a disgraceful wife is like decay in his bones. The plans of the righteous are just, but the advice of the wicked is deceitful. The words of the wicked lie in wait for blood, but the speech of the upright rescues them. The wicked are brought down and are no more, but the house of the righteous stands firm. A person is praised according to their wisdom, but one with a twisted mind is despised. Better to be a nobody and have a servant than to pretend to be somebody and have no food. The righteous care for the needs of their animals, but the kindest acts of the wicked are cruel. The one who works his land will have plenty of food, but the one who chases empty dreams has no sense. The wicked desire the stronghold of evildoers, but the root of the righteous flourishes. Evildoers are trapped by their sinful talk, but the innocent escape trouble. From the fruit of their lips people are filled with good things, and the work of their hands brings them reward. Fools think their own way is right, but wise people listen to advice. A fool shows his anger instantly, but a smart person overlooks an insult. An honest witness tells the truth, but a false witness tells lies. Thoughtless words cut like a sword, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Truthful lips endure forever, but a lying tongue lasts only a moment. Deceit is in the hearts of those who plot evil, but those who promote peace have joy. No harm overtakes the righteous, but the wicked are filled with trouble. The Lord hates lying lips, but he delights in those who are trustworthy. Smart people keep their knowledge to themselves, but a fool shouts out his foolishness. Diligent hands will rule, but laziness ends in slavery. Worry weighs a person down, but a good word makes them glad. The righteous choose their friends carefully, but the way of the wicked leads them astray. The lazy do not cook what they catch, but the diligent feed on the finest wealth. In the way of righteousness there is life. Along that path there is no death. Proverbs chapter 13. A wise son accepts his father's discipline, but a mocker does not listen to correction. From the fruit of their lips people enjoy good things, but the unfaithful want violence. Whoever watches their mouth keeps their life, but whoever speaks carelessly will be ruined. The lazy person wants much, but gets little. But those who work hard prosper. The righteous hate lies, but the wicked bring shame and disgrace. Righteousness guards the honest man, but wickedness brings down the sinner. One person pretends to be rich, but has nothing. Another pretends to be poor, but has great wealth. A rich man's wealth may save his life, but the poor man hears no threats. The light of the righteous shines bright, but the lamp of the wicked goes out. Pride only causes arguments, but wisdom is found in those who take advice. Dishonest money disappears quickly, but money gathered little by little grows. Hope that is delayed makes the heart sick, but a dream fulfilled is a tree of life. Whoever ignores instruction will pay for it, but whoever respects a command is rewarded. The teaching of the wise is a fountain of life, turning a person from the traps of death. Good understanding wins favor, but the way of the unfaithful is hard. Every smart person acts with knowledge, but a fool shows off his foolishness. A bad messenger falls into trouble, but a faithful messenger brings healing. Poverty and shame come to him who ignores discipline, but whoever accepts correction is honored. A desire fulfilled is sweet to the soul, but fools hate turning away from evil. Walk with the wise and become wise, for a friend of fools suffers harm. Trouble chases the sinner, but the righteous are rewarded with good things. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children, but a sinner's wealth is saved for the righteous. A poor man's field may produce much food, but injustice sweeps it away. Whoever spares the rod hates their son, but the one who loves him is careful to discipline him. The righteous eat until they are satisfied, but the stomach of the wicked goes hungry. Proverbs chapter 14. The wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands the foolish one tears hers down. Whoever walks in the straight path fears the Lord, but whoever takes the crooked path despises him. A fool's mouth lashes out with pride, but the lips of the wise protect them. Where there are no oxen, the barn is clean, but a great harvest comes from the strength of the ox. An honest witness does not lie, but a false witness breathes out lies. A mocker looks for wisdom and finds none, but knowledge comes easily to the one with understanding. Stay away from a fool, for you will not find knowledge on his lips. The wisdom of the prudent is to give thought to their ways, but the folly of fools is deception. Fools make fun of making amends for sin, but goodwill is found among the upright. Each heart knows its own bitterness, and no one else can fully share its joy. The house of the wicked will be destroyed, but the tent of the upright will flourish. There is a way that appears to be right, but in the end it leads to death. Even in laughter the heart may ache, and rejoicing may end in grief. The faithless will be fully repaid for their ways, and the good man rewarded for his. The simple believe anything, but the prudent give thought to their steps. The wise fear the Lord and shun evil, but a fool is hot-headed and reckless. A quick-tempered person does foolish things, and the one who devises evil schemes is hated. The simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. Evildoers will bow down in the presence of the good, and the wicked at the gates of the righteous. The poor are shunned even by their neighbors, but the rich have many friends. It is a sin to despise one's neighbor, but blessed is the one who is kind to the needy. Do not those who plot evil go astray? but those who plan what is good find love and faithfulness. All hard work brings a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. The wealth of the wise is their crown, but the folly of fools yields only folly. A truthful witness saves lives, but a false witness is deceitful. Whoever fears the Lord has a secure fortress, and for their children it will be a refuge. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, turning a person from the snares of death. A large population is a king's glory, but without subjects, a prince is ruined. Whoever is patient has great understanding, but one who is quick-tempered displays folly. A heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones. Whoever oppresses the poor insults their Maker, but whoever is kind to the needy honors God. When calamity comes, the wicked are brought down, but even in death the righteous seek refuge in God. Wisdom rests in the heart of the discerning, but among fools it is not known. Righteousness makes a nation great, but sin is a disgrace to any people. A king delights in a wise servant, but a shameful servant incurs his wrath. Proverbs chapter 15. A gentle answer turns away anger, but a harsh word stirs up conflict. The tongue of the wise makes knowledge look good, but the mouth of fools pours out foolishness. The eyes of the Lord are everywhere, keeping watch on the wicked and the good. Gentle words are a tree of life, but a lying tongue crushes the spirit. A fool despises his father's instruction, but whoever heeds correction shows understanding. The house of the righteous contains great treasure, but the income of the wicked brings them trouble. The lips of the wise spread knowledge, but the hearts of fools are not like that. The Lord hates the sacrifice of the wicked, but the prayer of the upright pleases him. The Lord hates the way of the wicked, but he loves those who follow righteousness. Stern discipline awaits anyone who leaves the path. The one who hates correction will die. Even the deepest darkness lies open before the Lord. How much more the human heart? Mockers resent correction, so they will not consult the wise. A happy heart makes the face cheerful, but heartache crushes the spirit. The discerning heart seeks knowledge, but the mouth of a fool feeds on foolishness. For the suffering, every day is hard, but a cheerful heart has a continual feast. Better a little with the fear of the Lord than great wealth with turmoil. Better a simple meal of vegetables where there is love than a fattened calf with hatred. A hot-tempered person stirs up conflict, but the one who is patient calms an argument. The path of a lazy person is full of thorns, but the path of the upright is a highway. A wise son brings joy to his father, but a foolish man despises his mother. Foolishness brings joy to one who has no sense, but a person of understanding keeps a straight course. Plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisers they succeed. To give the right answer brings joy, and how good is a timely word. The path of life leads upward for the wise, to keep him from going down to the grave.
The Lord tears down the house of the proud, but he protects the boundaries of the widow. The Lord hates the thoughts of the wicked, but gracious words are pure in his sight. The greedy bring ruin to their households, but the one who hates bribes will live. The heart of the righteous chooses its answers carefully, but the mouth of the wicked pours out evil. The Lord is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayer of the righteous. Light in a messenger's eyes brings joy to the heart, and good news gives health to the bones. Whoever listens to a life-giving rebuke will be at home among the wise. Those who ignore discipline despise themselves, but whoever heeds correction gains understanding. Wisdom's instruction is to fear the Lord, and humility comes before honor.
Proverbs chapter 16. People make plans in their minds, but the right answer comes from the Lord. All a person's ways seem pure to them, but the Lord weighs the heart. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and your plans will succeed. The Lord works out everything to its proper end, even the wicked for a day of disaster. The Lord hates all the proud of heart. Be sure of this, they will not go unpunished. Through love and faithfulness, sin is forgiven. Through the fear of the Lord, evil is avoided. When the Lord takes pleasure in anyone's way, he causes their enemies to make peace with them. Better a little with righteousness than much wealth with injustice. In their hearts humans plan their course, but the Lord guides their steps. The lips of a king speak with authority, and his mouth should not betray justice. Honest scales and balances belong to the Lord. All the weights in the bag are his making. Kings hate wrongdoing, for a throne is established through doing what is right. Kings take pleasure in honest lips. They value the one who speaks what is right. A king's anger is a messenger of death, but a wise person will calm it down. When a king's face brightens, it means life. His favor is like rain in spring. How much better to get wisdom than gold, to get understanding rather than silver. The highway of the upright avoids evil. Those who guard their way preserve their lives. Pride goes before destruction, and an arrogant spirit before a fall. Better to be humble among the poor than to share stolen riches with the proud. Whoever listens to instruction prospers, and blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord. The wise in heart are called discerning, and pleasant words promote instruction. Wisdom is a fountain of life to the one who has it, but folly brings punishment to fools. The heart of the wise guides their mouth, and their lips promote instruction. Kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul and healthy for the body. There is a way that appears to be right, but in the end it leads to death. The appetite of laborers works for them. Their hunger drives them on. A wicked man plots evil, and his speech is like a burning fire. A troublemaker plants seeds of conflict, and a gossip separates close friends. A violent person tricks their neighbor and leads them down a path that is not good. Whoever winks with their eye is plotting perversity. Whoever purses their lips is bent on evil. Gray hair is a crown of splendor. It is found in the way of righteousness. Better a patient person than a warrior, one with self-control than one who conquers a city. People may try their luck, but the result comes from the Lord. Proverbs chapter 17. Better a dry crust of bread with peace than a house full of feasting with arguments. A smart servant will rule over a shameful son, and will share the inheritance as one of the family. Fire tests silver and gold, but the Lord tests the heart. A wicked person listens to lies, and a liar pays attention to a destructive tongue. Whoever mocks the poor insults their maker, and whoever is happy about disaster will be punished. Grandchildren are the crown of the aged, and parents are the pride of their children. Fine speech does not fit a fool, and lying lips fit a leader even less. A bribe is like a magic stone to the one who gives it. Wherever he turns, he prospers. Whoever forgives an offense shows love, but whoever keeps talking about it separates close friends. A single correction helps a wise person. More than 100 lashes help a fool. An evil person seeks only rebellion, so a cruel official will be sent against him. Better to meet a bear robbed of her cubs than a fool in his foolishness. If anyone pays back evil for good, evil will never leave their house. Starting a fight is like opening a floodgate, so stop before the argument breaks out. Freeing the guilty and condemning the innocent, the Lord hates them both. Why should a fool have money in hand to buy wisdom when he has no desire to learn? A true friend loves at all times and becomes a brother for times of trouble. A person with no sense shakes hands in a deal and puts up security for his neighbor. Those who love to argue love sin. Those who build a high gate invite destruction. A person with a crooked heart finds no success, and one with a lying tongue falls into trouble. Having a foolish son only brings sadness. There is no joy for the parents of a godless fool. A happy heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. A wicked man accepts a secret bribe to twist the course of justice. A person of understanding keeps wisdom in sight, but the eyes of a fool wander to the ends of the earth. A foolish son brings anger to his father, and bitterness to the mother who bore him. It is not good to punish the innocent, or to castigate leaders for their integrity. A person of knowledge uses few words, and a person of understanding remains calm. Even fools are thought wise if they keep silent, and discerning if they hold their tongues. Proverbs chapter 18. Whoever isolates himself seeks his own desire and rejects all sound judgment. A fool does not care about understanding. He only wants to tell his own opinion. When wickedness comes, shame comes with it, and disgrace follows close behind. The words of a man's mouth are deep waters, and his fountain of wisdom is like a flowing river. It is not good to favor the wicked, or to deny justice to the innocent. A fool's lips walk into a fight, and his mouth invites a beating. The mouth of a fool is his ruin, and his lips are a trap to his soul. The words of a gossip are like tasty food. They go down deep into the stomach. One who is lazy in his work is brother to one who destroys. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run to it
and are safe. The wealth of the rich is their fortified city. They imagine it is a wall that cannot be climbed. Before his downfall, a man's heart is proud, but humility comes before honor. To answer before listening, that is foolish and shameful. A man's spirit sustains him in sickness, but a crushed spirit who can bear? The mind of the smart acquires knowledge, for the ears of the wise seek it out. A gift opens the way and brings the giver before great people. The first to speak in court sounds right until the other side tells their story. Casting the lot settles disputes and keeps strong opponents apart. An offended brother is harder to win back than a fortress, and arguments are like the barred gates of a castle. From the fruit of their mouth a person's stomach is filled. With the harvest of their lips they are satisfied. The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. He who finds a wife finds a good thing, and receives favor from the Lord. The poor plead for mercy, but the rich answer with insults. A man with too many friends may come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Proverbs chapter 19. Better the poor whose walk is blameless than a fool whose lips are perverse. Desire without knowledge is not good. How much more will hasty feet miss the way? A person's own folly leads to their ruin, yet their heart rages against the Lord. Wealth attracts many friends, but even the closest friend of the poor person deserts them. A false witness will not go unpunished, and whoever pours out lies will not go free. Many try to please a ruler, and everyone is the friend of one who gives gifts. The poor are deserted by all their relatives. How much more do their friends avoid them? The one who gets wisdom loves life. The one who cherishes understanding will soon prosper. A false witness will not go unpunished, and whoever pours out lies will perish. It is not fitting for a fool to live in luxury. How much worse for a slave to rule over princes. A person's wisdom yields patience. It is to one's glory to overlook an offense. A king's rage is like the roar of a lion, but his favor is like dew on the grass. A foolish son is his father's ruin, and a quarrelsome wife is like the constant dripping of a leaky roof. Houses and wealth are inherited from parents, but a prudent wife is from the Lord. Laziness brings on deep sleep, and the lazy man goes hungry. Whoever keeps commandments keeps their life, but whoever shows contempt for their ways will die. Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them for what they have done. Discipline your son, for there is hope. Do not be a willing party to his death. A hot-tempered person must pay the penalty. Rescue them, and you will have to do it again. Listen to advice and accept discipline, and at the end, you will be counted among the wise. Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. What a person desires is unfailing love. Better to be poor than a liar. The fear of the Lord leads to life. Then one rests content, untouched by trouble. A lazy man buries his hand in the dish.
he will not even bring it back to his mouth. Punish a mocker, and the simple will learn prudence. Rebuke the discerning, and they will gain knowledge. Whoever robs their father and drives out their mother is a child who brings shame and disgrace. Stop listening to instruction, my son, and you will stray from the words of knowledge. A corrupt witness mocks at justice, and the mouth of the wicked gulps down evil. Penalties are prepared for mockers, and beatings for the backs of fools.
Proverbs chapter 20. Wine is a mocker, and beer is a troublemaker. Whoever is led astray by them is not wise. A king's anger strikes terror like the roar of a lion. Those who provoke him forfeit their lives. It is to one's honor to avoid conflict, but every fool is quick to start a fight. The lazy man does not plow in season, so at harvest time he looks but finds nothing. The purposes of a person's heart are deep waters, but one who has insight draws them out. Many claim to have unfailing love, but a faithful person who can find? The righteous lead blameless lives. Blessed are their children after them. When a king sits on his throne to judge, he scatters all evil with his eyes. Who can say, I have kept my heart pure? I am clean and without sin. Differing weights and differing measures, the Lord detests them both. Even small children are known by their actions. So is their conduct pure and upright? Ears that hear and eyes that see, the Lord has made them both. Do not love sleep, or you will grow poor. Stay awake, and you will have food to spare. It's no good, says the buyer. Then he goes off and brags about his purchase. Gold there is, and rubies in abundance, but lips that speak knowledge are a rare jewel. Take the garment of one who puts up security for a stranger. Hold it as a pledge if he does it for a wayward woman. Food gained by cheating tastes sweet, but one turns out to be gravel in the mouth. Plans are established by seeking advice. So if you go to war, obtain guidance. A gossip betrays a confidence, so avoid anyone who talks too much. If someone curses their father or mother, their lamp will be snuffed out in pitch darkness. An inheritance claimed too soon in the beginning will not be blessed at the end. Do not say, I'll pay you back for this wrong. Wait for the Lord, and He will avenge you. The Lord detests differing weights, and dishonest scales do not please Him. A person's steps are directed by the Lord. How then can anyone understand their own way? It is a trap to dedicate something rashly and only later to consider one's vows. A wise king scatters the wicked. He drives the crushing wheel over them. The human spirit is the lamp of the Lord that sheds light on one's inmost being. Love and faithfulness keep a king safe. Through love, his throne is made secure. The glory of young men is their strength. Gray hair, the splendor of the old. Punishment and wounds cleanse away evil, and beatings purify the inmost being. Proverbs chapter 21. The king's heart is a stream of water in the hand of the Lord. He directs it wherever he pleases.
A person may think their own ways are right, but the Lord weighs the heart. To do what is right and just is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. Proud eyes and an arrogant heart, the lamp of the wicked, are sin. The plans of the diligent lead to profit, as surely as haste leads to poverty. A fortune made by a lying tongue is a vanishing mist and a deadly trap. The violence of the wicked will drag them away, for they refuse to do what is right. The way of the guilty is crooked, but the conduct of the innocent is upright. Better to live on a corner of the roof than share a house with a tempestuous wife. The wicked crave evil. Their neighbors get no mercy from them. When a mocker is punished, the simple gain wisdom. By paying attention to the wise, they get knowledge. The righteous one takes note of the house of the wicked and brings the wicked to ruin. Whoever shuts their ears to the cry of the poor will also cry out and not be answered. A gift given in secret calms anger, and a bribe concealed in the pocket pacifies great wrath. When justice is done, it brings joy to the righteous, but terror to evildoers. Whoever strays from the path of prudence comes to rest in the company of the dead. Whoever loves pleasure will become poor. Whoever loves wine and olive oil will never be rich. The wicked become a ransom for the righteous, and the unfaithful for the upright. Better to live in a desert than with a tempestuous and complaining wife. The wise store up choice food and olive oil, but fools eat it all. Whoever pursues righteousness and love finds life, prosperity, and honor. One who is wise can go up against the city of the mighty and pull down the stronghold in which they trust. Those who guard their mouths and their tongues keep themselves from calamity. The proud and arrogant person, mocker is his name. He behaves with overweening pride. The craving of a lazy man will be the death of him, because his hands refuse to work. All day long he craves for more, but the righteous give without sparing. The sacrifice of the wicked is detestable. How much more so when brought with evil intent? A false witness will perish, but a careful listener will testify successfully. A wicked person fakes confidence, but the upright give thought to their ways. There is no wisdom, no insight, no plan that can succeed against the Lord. The horse is made ready for the day of battle, but victory rests with the Lord.
Proverbs chapter 22. A good name is more desirable than great riches. To be esteemed is better than silver or gold. Rich and poor have this in common: the Lord is the maker of them all. The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty. Humility is the fear of the Lord. Its wages are riches and honor and life. In the paths of the wicked are snares and pitfalls, but those who would preserve their life stay far from them. Start children off on the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender. Whoever sows injustice reaps calamity, and the rod of their fury will be broken. The generous will themselves be blessed, for they share their food with the poor. Get rid of the troublemaker
and conflict goes with him. Fighting and insults are ended. One who loves a pure heart and who speaks with grace will have the king for a friend. The eyes of the Lord keep watch over knowledge, but he frustrates the words of the unfaithful. The lazy man says, "There is a lion outside. I will be killed in the public square." The mouth of an adulteress is a deep pit. A man who is under the Lord's wrath falls into it. Foolishness is bound up in the heart of a child, but firm discipline will drive it far away. One who oppresses the poor to increase his wealth, and one who gives gifts to the rich, both come to poverty. The 30 sayings of the wise. Saying 1. Pay attention and turn your ear to the sayings of the wise. Apply your heart to what I teach, for it is pleasing when you keep them in your heart, and have all of them ready on your lips, so that your trust may be in the Lord. I teach you today, yes, even you. Have I not written 30 sayings for you, sayings of counsel and knowledge, teaching you to be honest and to speak the truth, so that you bring back truthful reports to those who sent you? Saying 2. Do not exploit the poor because they are poor, and do not crush the needy in court, for the Lord will take up their case, and will exact life for life. Saying 3. Do not make friends with a hot-tempered person. Do not associate with one easily angered, or you may learn their ways and get yourself ensnared. Saying 4. Do not be one who shakes hands in pledge or puts up security for debts. If you lack the means to pay, your very bed will be snatched from under you. Saying 5. Do not move an ancient boundary stone set up by your ancestors. Saying 6. Do you see someone skilled in their work? They will serve before kings. They will not serve before officials of low rank.
Proverbs chapter 23. Saying 7. When you sit to dine with a ruler, note well what is before you, and put a knife to your throat if you are given to gluttony. Do not crave his delicacies, for that food is deceptive. Saying 8. Do not wear yourself out to get rich. Do not trust your own cleverness. In the blink of an eye, riches disappear, for they will surely sprout wings and fly off to the sky like an eagle. Saying 9. Do not eat the food of a stingy host. Do not crave his delicacies, for he is the kind of person who is always calculating the cost. Eat and drink, he says to you, but his heart is not with you. You will vomit up the little you have eaten, and will have wasted your compliments. Saying 10. Do not speak to fools, for they will scorn the wisdom of your words. Saying 11. Do not move ancient boundary stones or steal land from orphans, for their defender is strong. He will fight for them against you. Saying 12. Apply your heart to instruction and your ears to words of knowledge. Saying 13. Do not withhold discipline from a child. If you punish them with firm discipline, they will not die. Punish them with firm discipline and save them from death. Saying 14. My son, if your heart is wise, then my heart will be glad indeed. My inmost being will rejoice when your lips speak what is right. Saying 15. Do not let your heart envy sinners, but always be zealous for the fear of the Lord. There is surely a future hope for you, and your hope will not be cut off. Saying 16. Listen, my son, and be wise, and set your heart on the right path. Do not join those who drink too much wine or gorge themselves on meat, for drunkards and gluttons become poor, and drowsiness clothes them in rags. Saying 17. Listen to your father who gave you life, and do not despise your mother when she is old. Buy the truth and do not sell it, wisdom, instruction, and insight as well. The father of a righteous child has great joy. A man who fathers a wise son rejoices in him. May your father and mother rejoice. May she who gave you birth be joyful. Saying 18. My son, give me your heart, and let your eyes delight in my ways. For an adulterous woman is a deep pit, and a wayward wife is a narrow well. Like a bandit she lies in wait, and multiplies the unfaithful among men. Saying 19. Who has misery? Who has sorrow? Who has fights? Who has complaints? Who has unexplained bruises? Who has bloodshot eyes? Those who stay up late drinking, who go looking for strong drinks. Do not gaze at wine when it is red, when it sparkles in the cup, when it goes down smoothly. In the end, it bites like a snake and poisons like a viper. Your eyes will see strange sights, and your mind will imagine confusing things. You will be like one sleeping on the high seas, lying on top of the rigging. They hit me, you will say, but I'm not hurt. They beat me, but I don't feel it. When will I wake up so I can find another drink? Proverbs chapter 24. Saying 20. Do not envy the wicked. Do not desire their company. For their hearts plot violence, and their lips talk about making trouble. Saying 21. By wisdom a house is built, and through understanding it is established. Through knowledge its rooms are filled with rare and beautiful treasures. Saying 22. The wise prevail through great power, and those who have knowledge muster their strength. Surely you need guidance to go to war, and victory depends on many advisors. Saying 23. Wisdom is too high for fools. In the assembly at the gate, they must not open their mouths. Saying 24. Whoever plots evil will be known as a schemer. Foolish schemes are sin, and people detest a troublemaker. Saying 25. If you give up in times of trouble, how small is your strength? Saying 26. Rescue those being led away to death. Hold back those stumbling toward slaughter. If you say, "But we knew nothing about this," doesn't he who examines hearts know the truth? Does not he who guards your life know it? Will he not repay everyone according to what they have done? Saying 27. Eat honey, my son, for it is good. Honey from the comb is sweet to your taste. Know also that wisdom is like honey for you. If you find it, there is a future hope for you, and your hope will not be cut off. Saying 28. Do not lie in wait like an outlaw against a righteous man's house.
Do not raid his dwelling place. For though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again. But the wicked stumble when calamity strikes. Saying 29. Do not celebrate when your enemy falls. When he stumbles, do not let your heart rejoice, or the Lord will see and disapprove and turn his wrath away from him. Saying 30. Do not worry because of evildoers, or be envious of the wicked, for the evildoer has no future hope, and the lamp of the wicked will be put out. Fear the Lord and the King, my son, and do not join with rebellious officials, for those two will send sudden destruction on them, and who knows what calamities they can bring. Further sayings of the wise. To show partiality in judging is not good. Whoever says to the guilty, "You are innocent," will be cursed by peoples and denounced by nations. But it will go well with those who convict the guilty, and rich blessing will come on them. An honest answer is like a kiss on the lips. Put your outdoor work in order and get your fields ready. After that, build your house. Do not testify against your neighbor without cause. Would you use your lips to mislead? Do not say, "I'll do to them as they have done to me. I'll pay them back for what they did." I went past the field of a lazy man, past the vineyard of someone who has no sense. Thorns had come up everywhere. The ground was covered with weeds, and the stone wall was in ruins. I applied my heart to what I observed, and learned a lesson from what I saw. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a thief, and scarcity like an armed man. Proverbs chapter 25. These are more proverbs of Solomon, copied by the men of Hezekiah, king of Judah. It is the glory of God to hide a secret. To discover a secret is the glory of kings. As the heavens are high and the earth is deep, so the hearts of kings are impossible to understand. Remove the impurities from the silver, and the silversmith can produce a vessel. Remove wicked officials from the king's presence, and his throne will be established through righteousness. Do not exalt yourself in the king's presence, and do not claim a place among his great men. It is better for him to say to you, "Come up here," than for him to humiliate you before his nobles. Do not rush to court with what you have seen, for what will you do in the end if your neighbor puts you to shame? If you take your neighbor to court, do not betray another person's confidence, or the one who hears it may shame you, and the charge against you will stand. A word spoken at the right time is like apples of gold in a basket of silver. Like an earring of gold or an ornament of fine gold is the rebuke of a wise judge to a listening ear. Like the coolness of snow at harvest time is a trustworthy messenger to those who send him. He refreshes the spirit of his masters. Like clouds and wind without rain is one who brags about gifts he never gives. Through patience, a ruler can be persuaded, and a gentle tongue can break a bone. If you find honey, eat just enough, too much of it, and you will vomit. Do not go to your neighbor's house too often, too much of you, and he will hate you. Like a hammer or a sword or a sharp arrow is one who gives false testimony against a neighbor. Like a broken tooth or an injured foot is reliance on the unfaithful in times of trouble.
Like one who takes away a coat on a cold day, or like vinegar poured on a wound, is one who sings happy songs to a heavy heart. If your enemy is hungry, give him food to eat. If he is thirsty, give him water to drink. In doing this, you will make him burn with shame, and the Lord will reward you. Like a north wind that brings unexpected rain is a gossiping tongue which brings angry looks. Better to live on a corner of the roof than share a house with a tempestuous wife. Like cold water to a thirsty soul is good news from a distant land. Like a muddy spring or a ruined well is a good person who gives in to the wicked. It is not good to eat too much honey, nor is it honorable to seek glory for yourself. Like a city whose walls are broken through is a person who lacks self-control. Proverbs chapter 26. Like snow in summer or rain in harvest, honor is not fitting for a fool. Like a sparrow or a swallow flying by, an undeserved curse does not land. A whip for the horse, a bridle for the donkey, and a rod for the backs of fools. Do not answer a fool according to his foolishness, or you yourself will be just like him. Answer a fool according to his foolishness, or he will be wise in his own eyes. Sending a message by the hands of a fool is like cutting off your own feet or drinking violence. Like legs that cannot walk, so is a proverb in the mouth of a fool. Like tying a stone to a sling, so is giving honor to a fool. Like a thorn branch in the hand of a drunk man is a proverb in the mouth of a fool. Like an archer who wounds everyone at random is he who hires a fool or any passerby. As a dog returns to its vomit, so fools repeat their foolishness. Do you see a person wise in his own eyes? There is more hope for a fool than for him. The lazy man says, "There is a lion in the road, a fierce lion roaming the streets." As a door turns on its hinges, so a lazy man turns on his bed. The lazy man dips his hand in the dish. He is too tired to bring it back to his mouth. The lazy man is wiser in his own eyes than 7 men who can give a sensible answer. Like one who grabs a stray dog by the ears is someone who rushes into a quarrel not his own. Like a madman shooting fire or deadly arrows is a man who tricks his neighbor and says, "I was only joking." Without wood, a fire goes out. Without a gossip, an argument dies down. As charcoal to hot coals and wood to fire, so is a troublemaker for starting fights. The words of a gossip are like delicious food. They go down to the inmost parts. Like a coating of silver paint on a clay pot are smooth lips with an evil heart. Enemies disguise themselves with their lips, but in their hearts they hide deceit. Though their speech is charming, do not believe them, for 7 evil plans fill their hearts. Their malice may be concealed by deception, but their wickedness will be exposed in the assembly. Whoever digs a pit will fall into it. If someone rolls a stone, it will roll back on them. A lying tongue hates those it hurts, and a flattering mouth causes destruction. Proverbs chapter 27. Do not brag about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring. Let someone else praise you, and not your own mouth. Let a stranger do it, and not your own lips. A stone is heavy, and sand is a burden, but the anger of a fool is heavier than both. Anger is cruel, and fury is overwhelming, but who can stand against jealousy? Better is open correction than hidden love. Wounds from a friend can be trusted, but an enemy multiplies kisses. A full person refuses honey, but to a hungry person even bitter food tastes sweet. Like a bird that strays from its nest is a man who strays from his home. Perfume and incense bring joy to the heart, and the pleasantness of a friend springs from their heartfelt advice. Do not leave your friend or a friend of your family, and do not go to your brother's house when disaster strikes you. Better a neighbor nearby than a brother far away. Be wise, my son, and bring joy to my heart. Then I can answer anyone who treats me with contempt. A smart person sees danger and hides, but the simple keep going and get hurt. Take the coat of one who promises to pay a stranger's debt. Hold it as security if he does it for a wayward woman. If anyone blesses his neighbor by shouting early in the morning, it will be counted as a curse. A constant dripping on a rainy day and a complaining wife are alike. Stopping her is like trying to stop the wind or grabbing oil with your hand. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. He who takes care of a fig tree will eat its fruit, and he who looks after his master will be honored. As water reflects the face, so one's life reflects the heart. Death and destruction are never satisfied, and people never stop wanting more. Fire tests silver, and the furnace tests gold, but a person is tested by the praise he receives. Even if you grind a fool like grain, his foolishness will not leave him. Be sure you know the condition of your flocks, and give careful attention to your herds, for riches do not last forever, and a crown is not secure for all generations. When the hay is removed and new growth appears, and the grass from the hills is gathered in, the lambs will provide you with clothing, and the goats will provide the price of a field. You will have plenty of goat's milk to feed you and your family, and to feed your servant girls. Proverbs chapter 28. The wicked run away when no one is chasing them, but good people are as brave as a lion. When a country rebels, it has many rulers, but a leader with understanding brings lasting order. A poor man who oppresses the poor is like a rainstorm that destroys the crops. Those who leave the law praise the wicked, but those who keep the law fight against them. Evil people do not understand justice, but those who seek the Lord understand it completely. It is better to be poor and honest than to be rich and dishonest. A wise son keeps the law, but a companion of wild crowds shames his father. Whoever grows rich by charging high interest gathers it for someone who will be kind to the poor. If anyone turns a deaf ear to the law, even his prayers are detestable. Whoever leads good people into an evil trap will fall into his own pit, but the innocent will inherit good things. A rich man may be wise in his own eyes, but a poor man with understanding sees right through him. When good people win, there is great celebration, but when the wicked rise, people hide. Whoever hides his sins will not succeed, but whoever confesses and gives them up finds mercy. Blessed is the one who always fears the Lord, but whoever hardens his heart falls into trouble. Like a roaring lion or an attacking bear is a wicked ruler over poor people. A ruler without understanding is a cruel oppressor, but one who hates dishonest gain will live long. A murderer runs to the pit of death. Let no one stop him. The one whose walk is blameless is kept safe, but the one whose ways are twisted will suddenly fall. He who works his land will have plenty of food, but he who chases fantasies will have plenty of poverty. A faithful person will be richly blessed, but one eager to get rich will not go unpunished. To show partiality is not good, yet a person will do wrong for a piece of bread. A greedy man rushes to get rich, not knowing that poverty is waiting for him. Whoever corrects someone will later be appreciated more than someone who flatters with words. Whoever robs his father or mother and says, "It is not wrong," is partner to a destroyer. A greedy person stirs up conflict, but the one who trusts in the Lord will prosper. Those who trust in themselves are fools, but those who walk in wisdom are kept safe. Whoever gives to the poor will lack nothing, but those who close their eyes to them receive many curses. When the wicked rise to power, people hide, but when they fall, the righteous increase. Proverbs chapter 29. Whoever is corrected many times, but refuses to listen, will suddenly be broken beyond repair. When the righteous are in charge, the people rejoice, but when the wicked rule, the people groan. A man who loves wisdom brings joy to his father, but a companion of immoral women wastes his wealth. By justice, a king builds up the land, but a leader who demands bribes ruins it. A man who flatters his neighbor is spreading a net for his feet. Evil people are trapped by sin, but the righteous run free and sing. The righteous care about justice for the poor, but the wicked do not care at all. Mockers stir up a city, but wise men turn away anger. If a wise man goes to court with a fool, the fool rages and laughs, and there is no peace. Bloodthirsty men hate a person of integrity and seek to kill the upright. A fool lets out all his anger, but a wise man holds it back. If a ruler listens to lies, all his officials become wicked. The poor man and the oppressor have this in common: the Lord gives sight to the eyes of both. If a king judges the poor with fairness, his throne will be established forever. Discipline and correction bring wisdom, but a child left to himself brings shame to his mother. When the wicked prosper, so does sin, but the righteous will see their downfall. Correct your son, and he will give you peace. Yes, he will bring delight to your soul. Where there is no guidance from God, the people run wild, but blessed is the one who keeps the law. A servant cannot be corrected by words alone, Though he understands, he will not respond. Do you see a man who speaks too soon? There is more hope for a fool than for him. If a man spoils his servant from childhood, he will bring him grief in the end. An angry man starts fights, and a hot-tempered man commits many sins. A man's pride brings him low, but a man of lowly spirit gains honor. The accomplice of a thief is his own enemy. He is questioned and dares not testify. Fear of man will prove to be a trap, but whoever trusts in the Lord is kept safe. Many seek an audience with a ruler, but it is from the Lord that one gets justice. The righteous hate the dishonest. The wicked hate the man of integrity. Proverbs chapter 30. The sayings of Agur, son of Jacob. The man speaks to Ithiel and Ukal. I am the most ignorant of men. I do not have human understanding. I have not learned wisdom, nor do I have knowledge of the Holy One. Who has gone up to heaven and come down? Who has gathered the wind in his fists? Who has wrapped up the waters in a robe? Who has established all the ends of the earth? What is his name? And what is the name of his son? Surely you know. Every word of God is flawless. He is a shield to those who take refuge in him. Do not add to his words, or he will correct you and prove you are a liar. 2 things I ask of you, Lord. Do not refuse me before I die. Keep falsehood and lies far from me. Give me neither poverty nor riches, but give me only my daily bread. Otherwise I may have too much and say, I do not know the Lord. Or I may become poor and steal, and so shame the name of my God. Do not speak badly of a servant to his master, or he will curse you, and you will pay for it. There is a generation of those who curse their fathers and do not bless their mothers. There is a generation of those who are pure in their own eyes, and yet are not washed of their filth. There is a generation of those whose eyes are ever so proud, and who look down on everyone. There is a generation whose teeth are swords, and whose jaws are set with knives to devour the poor from the earth. Greed has 2 daughters. Give, give, they cry. There are 3 things that are never satisfied, 4 that never say enough. The grave, a childless woman, land that is never satisfied with water, and fire that never says enough. The eye that mocks a father, that disobeys a mother, will be eaten by vultures. There are 3 things that are too amazing for me, 4 that I do not understand. The way of an eagle in the sky, the way of a snake on a rock, the way of a ship on the high seas, and the way of a man with a young woman. This is the way of an adulteress. She eats and wipes her mouth and says, I have done nothing wrong. Under 3 things the earth trembles. Under 4 it cannot bear up. A servant who becomes king, a fool who is full of food, a hateful woman who gets married, and a servant girl who displaces her mistress. 4 things on earth are small, yet they are extremely wise. Ants are creatures of little strength, yet they store up their food in the summer. Rabbits are not strong, yet they make their homes in the rocks. Grasshoppers have no king,
yet they march in line. A lizard can be caught with the hand, yet it is found in kings' palaces. There are 3 things that walk with pride, 4 that move with power. A lion, king of the animals, who runs from nothing. A proud rooster, a goat, and a king with his army around him. If you have played the fool and exalted yourself, or if you have planned evil, clap your hand over your mouth. For as stirring milk produces butter, and as twisting the nose produces blood, so stirring up anger produces fights. Proverbs chapter 31. The sayings of King Lemuel, the advice his mother taught him.
Listen, my son. Listen, son of my womb, son of my prayers. Do not waste your strength on women. Do not waste your vigor on those who ruin kings. It is not for kings, O Lemuel, to drink wine. It is not for rulers to crave beer. For if they drink, they will forget the law and fail to give justice to the poor. Give beer to those who are dying, and wine to those who are in deep pain. Let them drink and forget their poverty, and remember their trouble no more. Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves, for the rights of all who are destitute. Speak up and judge fairly. Defend the rights of the poor and needy.
The virtues of a noble woman. Who can find a wife of noble character? She is worth far more than rubies. Her husband trusts her completely and lacks nothing of value. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. She selects wool and linen and works hard with her hands. She is like the merchant ships, bringing her food from far away. She gets up while it is still dark. She provides food for her family and tasks for her servant girls. She considers a field and buys it. Out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. She sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her tasks. She sees that her trading is profitable, and her lamp does not go out at night. She takes the wool in her hands and spins it into thread. She opens her arms to the poor and extends her hands to the needy. When it snows, she has no fear for her family, for they all have thick, warm clothes. She makes coverings for her bed. She is clothed in fine linen and purple. Her husband is respected at the city meeting place, where he takes his seat among the elders of the land. She makes linen garments and sells them, and supplies belts to the merchants. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instruction is on her tongue. She watches over the affairs of her household and is never lazy. Her children arise and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive, and beauty does not last. But a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Honor her for all that her hands have done, and let her works bring her praise at the city gates.